December 2007, they held presidential elections, and there were two people vying for the presidency. One's name was Moi Kibaki, who is a Kikuyu. He was the current president. And then the main opposition was a man named Raila Odinga, who was a Luo. The election was rigged, and it looked like Odinga was going to win, but at the last second, Kibaki won the election. And when the election was taken, that just incited tribal violence. So what followed from December 27th to about March or April was people were being killed based on the tribe they were from. And this was all over Kenya. Because of all this violence, 600,000 people were displaced.
It was in July of 2009 that we first started working with a group of 1,000 internally displaced persons in a resettlement village called Jikaze. When we first got to Jikaze, we felt it was important just to sit down with a community and to listen to their stories of post-election violence and displacement. From people like Heron and Paul, to Mine and Mercy, to Paris and Jambi. And as hard as it was to sit and listen to their stories about their homes being destroyed, their businesses burned to the ground, their children killed, and their loved ones displaced, we knew it was important to humanize these people and to understand that they were not faceless recipients of aid, but a community that had been displaced, resettled, and were struggling to rebuild their lives. And even though they were using their government reparation money to buy resettlement land together, had elected local leaders, and were searching for work, they were still a community in desperate need of relief and development. It was with a philosophy of relief which pushes towards development based on relationship that we began our work. Nearly 500 people were still living in tents when we arrived, so we built houses alongside the people in Jikaze for the rest of these family members. We took them from tents to frames to homes in less than a month. The government food relief was sporadic at best, and we decided that we needed to take action, but we didn't want it just to give a handout. So we decided to offer a temporary 3-month food relief in conjunction with microfinance loans. Our idea here was that we would alleviate the burden of purchasing food, while at the same time families could receive microfinance loans from which they could use to start small businesses. We took a census of every family in Jikaze, and with this information we were able to evenly distribute food to every man, woman, and child in the village. We partnered with an organization named Jamibora to help distribute over 90 microfinance loans to families in Jikaze. With these $50 loans, families have opened up greengrocers, small general shops, have bought chickens for selling meat and laying eggs, have bought goats for milking, have bought rabbits for selling meat. Among the most successful is a woman named Christine. Along with a few other ladies, they've bought over 430 chickens and are selling the meat to local markets. Another man named Heron has bought over 10 chickens with his microfinance loan and has used them to lay eggs, which he sells to local markets. Another man named Samuel has used his microfinance loan to create shoes out of cow and goat hides. He showed us how he tans the leather, stains the leather black or brown, and then sews them all in his shop. Another issue we had to tackle was that of water. They had piped water coming into the community, but it was dirty and causing the children in the community to fall sick. We decided to buy Chujio water filters and sell them at a subsidy to Jikaze. Essentially a flower pot, it filters out dirt and bacteria, leaving just clean water. Since we have sold these water filters at a subsidy, no one in Jikaze has gotten sick from diarrhea or dehydration. They state that the water is clean, is clear, and is cold. We've also planted over 145 trees in the community, have provided over 25 education scholarships, and have also supplied the primary school with textbooks for the 2nd grade. This year we have 2 project goals. One is to create a secondary school for the children of Jikaze. The other is to create social businesses that will employ the parents of the children attending our secondary school. We plan to make sanitary pads out of papyrus reeds, to create a large chicken farm, and potentially a shoemaking factory. These businesses will meet social needs in the area such as hunger and health, will employ the parents and help them lift themselves out of material poverty through profits. Most importantly, all money that we get past salaries will be used to subsidize the school fees for the children attending Jikaze Secondary School, as well as fund development projects directly on the ground in Kenya. On behalf of the entire staff at Uhuru Child and the community at Jikaze, with humility and gratitude, we accept the Out of the Box Award 2010. And are thankful to the judges and all those who voted for our project, and promise that we will continue to serve Jikaze and other communities with honesty and integrity, in doing so out of love and relationship.
My name is Christine. I'm Jikaze, IDP camp. We started with the Jew. For the first time we met, we had construction of houses. You finished our houses, 55, and they brought water for mudding those houses. From there we went, we have Jamii loans from the NGO. From there we had food. From there we had registration fee for Form 4s and the Class 8 for last year. From there we had filters. We are drinking pure water. We planted trees for each family or each plot, 2 trees, and they are going on. Although there is now scarcity of water in this area, but we are hoping we are going to make it in Jesus' name. We had a process of borehole, and we are expecting water very soon. And the Uhuru Child paid for 5 kids to go 1 year secondary, and we hope as we are going, we are to do much with Joe and his company. He wants to know from the ground. He works with the community himself. No man mediator for him. Because I have seen some other NGOs, before they came to the ground, to the community, they work through somebody, and we can see some failures. So I am proud of him because of that. I'm proud of him because he's a man who is fearing God. I'm proud of him because of hard working, to give your life to help people. That is burden from God, not from the people. To have burden of people. I think we saw Jesus. Nobody else who can give himself to people as you have done. But you have given yourself, your life to us. That thing making me feel in my heart something. I feel nasikia kitu sana, Lydia, because kujitoa to give yourself to people, it is very rare in this world.